Welcome back. I'm John.
And I'm Claire.
We are going over Unit 1, Cold-Hearted Cops. So basically, this is kind of about a story about two cops who may or may not have done their jobs correctly. Someone died in the end, and people are asking a lot of questions. Isn't that right?
Yes. Questions about race, questions about safety, questions about homelessness.
Yep. Very big questions. So we'll get into that a little bit more a little bit later, but go ahead and let's talk about a couple of warm-up questions for us. So for you guys, please answer these at home, but I will also ask you, when is the last time you guys talked to a police officer?
Me? I think I spoke to one the other day. I was asking for directions.
Yes. They're good for directions, aren't they?
He was very helpful.
Were they good?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now you're in Korea, right? How did that turn out, asking for directions?
Luckily, I think the officer spoke English because my Korean is not great.
Yeah. I'm really bad at asking for directions from anybody. But in Korea, I think in Korea, I think the police are very nice, and so they'll help you out a lot. America, I don't know if I would ask for directions from the police there.
Really? That's interesting. I've never been afraid of the British police.
There's really good reasons for that. Have you seen like the British show, I think it's British Cops? I can't remember. There's a show with a bunch of cops in it from England. And when I watch it, I'm like,
yes,
it's a different world.
They're really like that, yeah, from my experience.
Have the police ever been criticized for something like failing to take action?
Definitely. I think particularly in the area of burglary, they often get criticized for not doing enough to find the criminals.
Yeah, and I think we all know a recent example in the US, the Uvalde school in Texas. There's a big failure of action there, possibly, although most people think that there was. If you don't know what that was, you can go ahead and search that word into your favorite search engine and it will pop right up. Let's go ahead and look deeper into the article and come back with a review.
Unit 1. Cold-Hearted Cops. Two police officers in the U.S. are being criticized after a man drowned while they stood by and refused to jump into the lake to attempt a rescue. The man's death is tragic, but the cops had told him not to get into the water. They also lacked proper equipment and training for a water rescue, so it might be unfair to expect them to jump in. But critics say that cops have a duty to save lives, even when it puts their own lives in danger.